All right, so we are live. Welcome to episode 28 of Chillin with the NY Warriors. We call it episode 28, but Jeff Johnson had the idea of changing it to issue 28. So we're gonna use issue 28 of Chillin with the NY Warriors. All right, so we have a short panel today. We're missing Carlos 189. He won't be with us. He won't be with us on the panel, but he will be on the chat because he's in Queens right now. And we're missing also Manny YC. Manny YC has daddy duties now, so he pops in and out as he has the opportunity to. So hopefully we'll get to see him a little later. And I know Erod 212 will never be on because Erod 212 he was at D23.
Nice.
Well, he's still there. Yeah, I mean, not at D23 is over, but he's still on vacation.
He's chilling with the mouse.
Yeah. So
take all your money.
So that's awesome to have one of us there, So I'm looking forward to him coming back and letting us know, because it's one thing to read everything online and see photos, and it's another to be there live. You get to see stuff that you normally don't see. And I just wanted to know if he actually saw the trailer for Infinity War that they showed, the people there. I don't know if he said he did or not, but that'll be cool when he comes back. We could talk to him. So, real quick, I just want to introduce the panel members. There's only 4 of us, so we can do this real quick. We got Market 316.
What's up, everybody? Hey, I'm live again? Jesus fucking Christ, I'm taking over. All right, let's do this.
Yeah, Marky's on every show,
Every show. I'm a show whore.
You're a YouTube whore. That's what you are.
YouTube whore. There we go. Yeah,
you're a live show whore, you. Shut your whore mouth now.
Oh, shit. Damn. Oh, if you feel like that,
that's playing around. Next, we got Jeff Johnson. Jeff Johnson, I don't think you don't want to be called the mayor no more, right? So
you know what? If they call me the mayor, then they call me the mayor. It's a nickname. Hey,
we call Jeff Jeffzilla because he's so goddamn tall.
Yeah, he is.
I like that better though.
I would never get in a fight with Jeff. He was stomping my little white ass all over the place.
All right. What's new with you, Jeff?
Nothing much, man. I got my coffee, got the whole Trinity right there. I'm good to go, man. Let's do this.
Nice. Jim Lee statues. All right, next we got Eli, Easy the Game Hunter. What's up, Eli?
What's up, y'all? Eli, always. I'm not showing my face because it's hot as hell. I'm in my room and
the feeling.
I'm trying to cool down.
In other words, he's saying he's naked in his room. That's why. That's okay.
He's naked. He's naked and afraid. Show you got it. Naked and afraid. No. All right. So basically, a lot of news happened this weekend. Disney had their show, which they do every 2 years, right? That's their show. They don't do it every year. It was D23. Basically a week before San Diego Comic-Con. A lot of news was released. I know you guys already saw Tim's show. Tim talked about it, but we were also planning to talk about it also. So we're going to talk about it here because, it's like the news. Everyone reports the same news, right? Every channel. But it's your preference to who you want to hear from. So you're going to hear it from us too, goddammit.
And I'll just sit on the sidelines and everything. I'll just do this. It's okay. It's okay.
Marky can tell us how, not everybody watches every show,
Yeah.
So
it's all good.
You never feel like you're repeating yourself again. You know what I'm saying?
And when Erod comes back, we'll definitely have some photos and his experience and all that because he was actually there. So that would be very cool to hear from him.
Yeah. So I want to start off with hold on. Let me just get the chat open.
Sure.
All right. Oh, I made you guys, moderators. I figured out how to do it. So.
Oh shit! Look out! I'm gonna ban all you motherfuckers out there. You Nemo-loving motherfuckers are getting banned.
Don't say anything bad about Aquaman. That's it.
Don't you fucking dare! I'll ban you.
Oh man. So D23, they gave us the reveal. One thing I want to talk about the reveal real quick because they revealed Thanos, right? Like a day ahead before they revealed the other. Well, no more than a day ahead. It was a few days ahead. They revealed the Thanos statue, so we all knew that Thanos was going to be, in the Infinity War, obviously. But there was speculation that the other, people in the industry, like comic fans, like we're so hopeful. When people were saying, "Oh, could that be the Fantastic Four?" I'm like, "Oh, here we go." People wishing that it was the Fantastic Four they were going to reveal because there was four other tarps covering other figures or whatever. But they revealed that it's the Black Order. The Black Order. I don't know if you guys know. They're not an old group. They're pretty new. They came out during the Infinity run when there was a few of those Infinity books. There was Infinity Abyss.
Mm-hmm.
There was it started off on New Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
Right, that was New Avengers after the 500 issue. Remember the 500 issue where everything ended and they started. That's when that storyline started. I don't know all the details of the storyline. I do have some of those books. I was collecting that at that time, and it's been such a long time since I read it. But there's 3 books that are first appearances there for the Black Order, because the Black Order that they're showing on the movies is not the entire Black Order. They only picked 4 characters from there to show, and I'm not even going to attempt to give you the names because I'm going to chop those names up.
Yeah.
We
I
don't
have
even
no
know how they're.
fucking clue.
We won't know
I
how
knew about them last night. I still don't know who the fuck they are.
Yeah, So later on we'll show you the 3 spec books. I think we have it saved on eBay. Those are the books. They're already going up in price. They're first first. One of them is a free comic book day book that everybody treated like shit. So God knows how many of those are out there in good condition or or not. But one thing that I know about the trailer is that the movie starts off right after Thor Ragnarok. Infinity War, right, literally. And one of the scenes that they showed in that trailer was Thor getting knocked into space and him landing on the Milano Guardians of the Galaxy ship. So that's how it starts off. So that's pretty. That right there makes me geek out. What do you guys think?
Oh, well, Jeff, you go. You guys talk.
Okay.
Because I already talked about this yesterday.
Well, if that's the case, then we already know how Thor Ragnarok gonna end, right? He gonna piss off the Hulk. Hulk gonna punch him, and bam, that's it. Bang.
No,
zoom,
I don't think. When they show you clips, though, they take things out of context, so you don't know when that happened. You don't know if that's later in the movie. You don't know if they did confirm though that it takes place right after Ragnarok. So,
But okay, now all joking aside, but how about this? How about we get to see Thanos in action at the end of Thor Ragnarok? Like Thanos just pop up behind Thor or something and just grab them or punch him and just knock him out into space.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be cool, and we kind of didn't have an idea of how the Infinity War movie was gonna play out, but the first part, is gonna be him coming, basically gathering all the. It's gonna be a Thanos quest, in other words, him gathering the Infinity Gems. So I don't think we're gonna see the actual gauntlet form until the end of the movie, and that's what the second movie is going to be about.
Yeah.
Because that's going to take that's a lot. That's a lot to get all the gems, and imagine all the fights in between. Infinity War is set to be a really action-packed movie.
Now let me ask you guys this. Everybody keeps saying it's going to be 2 movies.
Yes.
And I remember at one point Marvel said it wasn't going to be 2 movies anymore. It was just going to be 1 movie.
They called it Part 1 and Part 2. Now it's just Avengers Infinity War, and then the next story part of it will be Avengers 4. So this is not technically an Avengers part. They're just putting the Avengers, but it's Infinity War. That's what I understand. It's basically Part 1, Part 2. They are filming the back to, as far as I know, they are filming both films back to back, and their budget for this film is a lot. They're putting
$1 billion.
They're putting a lot of money in. 500 each film. They're not screwing around here. This is what they have been. Like I said last night, this is what everything has been adding up to be with all these Marvel films ever since Iron Man. This big showdown with the big guy, and I can't wait.
Yeah, so this is the time now to flip any books that you guys got, you know, because everything's starting to go up, you know. Um, but yeah, back to the movie. I would just jump. You know what? I was reading the chat.
Yeah.
That's why I jumped on the speculation part.
Mhm.
Yeah. So basically, we're gonna get a bunch of battles in this movie. You know, you're gonna see the Hulk fight the Black Order. You're gonna see Thor. You know, it's awesome. But you know, and some things people are not realizing is you can already guess who's gonna. You know, there's gonna be deaths in this movie. There's
Oh
gonna be
yeah.
deaths.
Oh
You know,
yeah. I
off
mean,
the off the back, you can speculate the Division is he's gone.
yeah.
The Vision is gone.
Everybody kept on saying, "But all gonna be Cap and Iron Man Cap," but like
No, I was.
nobody like Vision. Vision, come on, man.
I know that's what I thought too when I was hearing everyone say Cap and this. I'm like, what are you talking about? Vision is number one. He's gone. He has a
Yeah.
freaking target right on his forehead.
Right. Right.
So you know
That
he's
might
gonna.
be the last part. That might be, you know, when he gets the final gem that, and then he shows the glove, and then we're going to get credits, and we're like, oh shit, you know, some shit's going to go down. I don't think major players are going to die in this first, maybe the next film, because then when he gets it, boy, he turns up the heat when he gets it. He fucks shit up when he gets that shit together.
When he gets it, he's almost untouchable, basically.
Oh yeah, forget it. It's invincible.
You know, he's already super like strong.
Oh, yeah.
If you guys haven't read Thanos Quest Book 1 and Book 2, I really suggest you guys read it. That was one of my favorite stories growing up. And he's just badass in Thanos Quest. You know, like nobody could touch him. He's he goes to these cosmic beings like they're nobodies. He just takes he's straight up badass. Thanos is badass. You know, he should have been done it himself.
Yeah.
He would have been had the Infinity Gauntlet. You know.
Mm-hmm.
What sucks about all this is I love watching everything develop and the movies that we're getting and everything. I hate the fact that you cannot have the Silver Surfer in this because Silver Surfer is a huge part of the Infinity Gauntlet, and he's also
that in the Fantastic Four also. You know, they're a good part, a little bit, not, but it was Silver Surfer in there.
Silver Surfer is the one that that first scene in the Infinity Gauntlet. Number one, when he comes crashing down in Doctor Strange Sanctum. You know.
But you know what? Also, too, they say that Adam Warlock is not going to be in it either. So that's pretty messed up too.
You know what? They always, I said, I'll just make a quick recap.
Go ahead.
They always think out of the comic realm. They have a story. They have an idea. You're going to get elements from the books, but we're not following them to the T. You know, it's like The Walking Dead. You got the show, you got the books. There's some elements in the show we're not doing exactly. We're going to do some key things, but not everything. So you're going to see a little bit of everything, but they're not following to script, so to say, because they have to move things around because they don't have certain rights to certain characters, and they have to maybe keep up with the times when that book came out. That's what was going on then, and you know, and everything. And I think that's cool. Yeah. I haven't been disappointed over some of the changes that the Marvel stuff that I am familiar with. So I'm enjoying. But as for me, for a guy who really didn't read all this stuff until actually I met you guys, and you say, oh, read this, read that, and you know, I get the book, I read it, and whatever. It's just, for me, I'm like, oh, I'm liking this movie story that they're doing. So it doesn't really bother me if they don't follow anything, even a little schmidbit of the comics. So I'm pretty cool with anything they do. And you know, the mouse has got his, this is what you got to do, fuckers. You know, so we're all right. You know, they're doing great. They haven't disappointed yet, even though when we think, Talking Tree, that shit's gonna not work. No, it became one of the biggest fucking films of the fucking summer. So
yeah, that was the sleeper movie because we all knew Guardians of the Galaxy was really crappy. We know it was really a crappy comic book back in the day. Yeah. You know, we didn't really think twice about it.
Now they're household names.
Yeah, exactly. So real quick, I just want to take a quick pause from the topic and give a shout out to everybody. You know, we have 21 viewers right now, so I want to give a shout out to everyone in the chat room. We have Deadpoolica from Instagram. Shout out to him. We have Alex the Comic Quarter, J Rod Ham 78, Jason Smith, Lord Tatman. We got Thomas Churchill, Simplified Comic Guy. Trinity Comics, AG Surfer, Gene Paul X Pete in the house.
Gene Paul,
We have
Dawn, how the fuck? I've got to type this in. Hold on.
we have Philopposaurus in the house. Yeah, right. We haven't heard from Sean in a minute. No, but Sean does post stuff. I see his post stuff on online and all that. He just been busy. He won't talk to nobody.
Alex Acabo Hoarder is funny. He's like he waiting for Chris Evans to just rip off the cap suit with the Fantastic Four underneath and just say "Flame on."
And we have somebody else in there. Say spit sex. Okay, but it's translated. I don't know.
We got Trinity. We got Trinity in here. We got a whole bunch of people.
Asian language. I don't know.
Okay. Well, he said "What's up" to you, so I guess he knows you.
I guess he watches. Yeah. What's up? Say spit sex. That's the name.
Say that 3 times fast.
Yeah, right?
It sounds like a sequel to a porno film or something. I don't know.
So that was the big news with D23. I mean, what else are you gonna say? Basically they dropped the trailer. Quick little piece trailer, and
Let me ask a quick question about that. Now, remember, it's all started with the statues, right?
Yeah.
Are those statues going to be for sale, or those statues were just for show?
That we don't know. People thought they were life size, but when Erod took the pictures, when he sent us the pictures from them, you could tell that they're not life size. They're like I forgot what scale it is, but they're almost like those sideshow scales.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Sideshow might sell them later on.
I'm pretty sure they will. I'm pretty sure they will sell. Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised. They do have that sideshow quality, as you expect it to be. So it wouldn't be be interesting.
That's a good question to ask Erod when he comes back.
Yeah.
So, does he know who made those statues? Because I'm pretty sure.
Or were they just a prop piece for people to see what exactly he's going to look like and who are the people around him and all that? So we'll see.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was some kind of plaque on the bottom or something where it gives credit to whoever sculpted them and things like that. So I mean, that's it from D23. I mean, there's nothing else that no one already, everyone already knows. Unless you want to add something else to it, Marky.
What's that again? I'm sorry.
You want to add anything else to?
No. Whatever I said last night and everything like that. I mean, just wanted to get what you guys were thinking with all that stuff, and of course what I said. So, but yeah, let's. What else we got here?
Yeah.
Just for the side note, I just want to say I'm saving my money right now for Star Wars Land. That's all I'm saying.
Oh man, you know what? The other news that Tim did not mention, the Tron Land in Orlando. Now I know it isn't Star Wars and it isn't Marvel. Who gives a fuck? Fuck you. Tron is fucking awesome. I love fucking Tron.
If they let me ride the motorcycles, I'm in there too.
Dude, the ride is going to be you're on the motorcycle bike, and it's almost going to be like a Space Mountain thing, but they're still keeping Space Mountain, or maybe they're going to redo Space Mountain. I don't know what they're doing, but it's Tron Land, and it's going to be in Tomorrowland, and I can't wait for that. So
remake, the Tron Legacy movie, I
loved it. It was good.
Yeah, real good.
I mean, I seen that in IMAX. I was blown away. You know what? I'm gonna a little tidbit for everybody. For Tron, when I first seen it, that's what got me into computers. And we're talking in the 80s and all that. So back in the 80s, there was no internet. You had an Atari, you had a Commodore and all that, but it got me so into computers and wanting to learn more about them. So because of Tron, and I love that film and I love the sequel. Unfortunately, they were thinking of doing the continuation, but because it did okay, but not quite the numbers they wanted, it made money, but not what they think it would have made because they spent a lot making it. They kind of scrapped the sequel idea, but hopefully, maybe if they're making this Tron Land, maybe there's a possibility they can finish the story. I hope so because I'm really into it.
Yeah, I thought that was a very underrated movie. Yeah, and it's unfortunate when they don't make the money that they required to make a sequel. It was great.
It made a good amount, but if it doesn't make $1 billion with Disney, it's considered a failure now, which I think it's totally absurd. But that's my thing.
That's the mouse, man. That's the mouse.
I know. $1 billion or nothing, fucker.
Also, at D23, they revealed a lot of Star Wars things.
Oh yeah.
And if you go online, if you go to the Facebook pages, you know, there's links on the. If you go to the New York Warriors Facebook page, Comic Fanatics, All About Comics, you look on the Facebook pages. There's people post. They posted the screenshots for all the sets and stuff for Star Wars: The Last Jedi, and that channel also that I found awesome. Emergency Awesomeness, he put out the video breaking down all the behind the scenes that they already revealed at D23 for Star Wars,
Mhm.
which is cool. So they show Rey training with the lightsaber, but they show her training fighting three people at once. So they're speculating that those are before they're CG guys, so you don't know who they are. So they're speculating that those are Knights of Ren that she's fighting at the same time. It shows Kylo Ren with his new scars on his face.
Oh yeah.
Because the one that he got from her when he
Kylo
fought
got
her.
fucked up. That's all.
Yeah, they show Luke Skywalker getting down with the lightsaber, so he fights in this one a lot. And
Thank you.
the buzz is that this movie is going to be very unexpected. Like it's not what you're gonna think
Right.
for a sequel. So
Yeah.
for the sequel, so that's the whole gist of it. Like the actors, they can't even talk about it in the interviews right now. They can't talk about how their characters are developing in this movie because they don't want nothing given away.
Yeah, because honestly, I gotta say, with the marketing that Disney and the Mouse have been doing with Star Wars, it's been brilliant, and other studios should take note. You don't have to reveal everything in a trailer during production. Keep that shit under fucking wraps, especially if it's a fucking big film that everybody wants to go see. And they've been doing it to great, because you go in the theater, when you see those parts, you don't act like, oh shit, I just seen this already. Oh, who gives a fuck? No, because you see it, it's like, oh, here comes that part, and then you get something else that's totally better than the part that you just seen. And I really, they've been doing a great marketing job, and other studios should take note. Warner Brothers, anyway. Yeah, they got smart with Wonder Woman. Hopefully, they don't fuck up Justice League. Please don't fuck that film up.
Oh, Trinity knows the channel I was talking about. Emergency Awesomeness. Yeah, that's a great channel. And you know what's good about him? That you can reference what he uses because he references what he uses all the time. So it's legit stuff. It's really good channel. Really gives you a lot of breakdowns of everything. He's on point too. This guy puts out videos hours after hour, but he's like at 2 million subs. This guy. He does giveaway. He's got so much. He's so big on YouTube that he does a giveaway every video he puts out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So one thing that they revealed also was that Mark Hamill does have scenes with Leia. So he does. That tells you that he does leave the island where he's at. He comes back with Rey. So we're gonna get scenes with them together talking, and I think that's a lot of people are. They want to see the dialogue. They want to hear the dialogue between. I don't know about you, but I want to hear their dialogue with each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't. I think they're. Like I said, they're going to market it. So they might give us some stuff. Who knows what they're going to give, but they know not to give the fucking movie away. So we can go there and be excited and walk out and go, woohoo, with lightsabers in hands and chopping down trees when we walk out.
They know we're going to see it, whether they show what. A little or a lot. Exactly. We're going to go and see it.
Right.
They know they got to make money off this. So.
Yeah. So for D23, I think that's it. We got some news also. There's some Batman news also, and we talked about this. We talked about this last episode. How the new director of the Batman movies, how he was kind of his vision for Batman is a noir style Batman, and how he sees Batman as Caesar. He wants the world to. He wants his vision of Batman. He wants the world to see Batman as the world's greatest detective. That's his vision for it. But what was his name again? I don't give his name. I know, Mark, you know his name.
What
the director, the new director of the Batman movie.
Matt. Oh fuck! I just watched War of the Planet.
Is it Matt Reeves or something like that?
Matt Reeves. Sorry, there you go, Matt Reeves.
So he finally spoke, right? He did a legit interview this weekend, and he literally scrapped the fucking Zack Snyder and Ben Affleck script. That shit is out the window. He tossed that shit in the waste.
That's out the window. He wiped his ass with it and he flushed that shit. It's all a new script now.
So it's an all new script straight from scratch. What do you guys think about that? Eli, you haven't been talking. He's a mute there.
I think he's defrosting or something.
Yeah, no, we. So what were we talking about? I'm sorry, I'm over here doing shit in the background.
It's all right. Batman, what do you think? New script and go.
New script, new director.
New script, new director. I'm happy about that actually. I don't know this movie. I don't know what to think of the movie really now because it's kind of unpredictable. Like what direction the movie's gonna go. Like it's been through so many rewrites already just the past year, so it's like you kind of have to go in with low expectations because you don't know how this director is gonna do or how the old scripts were or like how they would have did it. So it's kind of like gonna be like a whole new Batman movie. So you're gonna have to expect kind of like you gotta have to go in like knowing that kind of like a low expectation. You just have to go in with low expectations.
Well, I think they calm that low expectations a little bit because I understand. I think everybody feels that way. Okay, new script, new direct, but this director is the guy who did these Planet of the Apes films. This one that just came out, and the last one, and it's been doing really good. And he's known to pick up the pieces of where someone started. So it's obviously a good choice for this Batman film. So it doesn't really give us. It doesn't give us like, oh man, who are they? How is this going to go? But yeah. Now that with the story gone, whatever they had, because remember, Deathstroke was supposed to be in there. So are they still going to keep him in there? Or are they going to say, fuck Deathstroke, we're going to put regular Batman villains in there? I mean, we don't know. Yeah. So
JLS said, Eli, that he think it'll be okay because he has confidence in Reeves after seeing the Apes movie.
The Apes movies, the last one, was it Rise?
Rise
and this is War. And I just seen War, and it was good. It was good. I mean, I enjoyed it. It put everything together, and that's all I'm going to say for people who haven't seen it. But I think with this guy, I think he knows he's a Batman guy too. He knows Batman. They want to make it right, and they're going to get it right. So.
Yeah.
San Diego Comic-Con, I think that's when we're going to get some news because, like I told E earlier, I think they're going to announce that they're going to be starting production on this really soon, maybe next year to have a 2019 opening. Don't know yet. Speculatory on that. We don't know, but they're going to announce something because they just can't. If they're just going to go in there and say, okay, here's Aquaman and Justice League, and that's it. Everybody go piss off. Go watch Marvel's 90-minute fucking presentation. We're done. No, I think they're going to have a little bit more to give us because they know they have to get people more hyped up besides these two films that are coming out soon.
Right.
Yeah, JLS says real quick, I think he wants a bigger scale of a movie than just Batman vs. Deathstroke, hence the rewrite.
Yeah, definitely.
Exactly. Definitely. It's definitely. We're gonna get some news. I don't think we can get too much news for San Diego for Batman. We are gonna get is just more Justice League news because
more Justice League, more Aquaman news. Suck it, Namor fans. We're getting it.
There's gonna be another Justice League trailer dropping this weekend too, so look forward to that. What were you gonna say, Jeff, before when we started talking about Reeves as the Batman?
I'm kind of up in the air about it. I'm like with Eli. I don't know what to expect because he said he wants Batman to be the world's greatest detective. That's all good and stuff, but you got to put some action in there too because if you're just going to keep it a detective noir, after a while, people are going to fall asleep. There got to be some action in there somehow. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, and I think I agree with that. What you're saying with that, I love old noir style movies, but it doesn't work too well this day and age. You know, we're so spoiled. You know, you can't please fans. You know that, right? You cannot
Yeah.
please us because they always talked about the hero that always saves people and never fights anybody. That was the problem with Superman. You know, Superman's always saving people, like Spider-Man was. You know, always saving. Superman Returns, Brandon Roth one, the one that this guy, the X-Men director, did. He in
Yeah,
that movie
Bryan Singer.
Brian Singer, yeah, he was saving a lot. Like there was a lot of save scenes in that movie. You know, with the airplane, the buildings falling down, the planet thing, it was all about saving. So people were upset about that. But then they give you a Superman that is all about fighting. You know, he's knocking buildings down and just breaking
That's
people's
too
necks and
much.
all
You're
that. And
destroying
people say it's too
everything.
much.
That's too
So
much.
yeah, they're never satisfied. You know,
No one's. No,
they
let's put it
don't.
this way: it could be the best movie in the fucking world. It could be it wins all the awards, and there will be someone out there
Yeah.
that's saying this film's hot
So
garbage.
the reason I bring that
can't
up
please
is
everybody.
because it's the same thing that's going to happen with the Batman movie. You know, people are going to say, well, you know, Batman's really a detective and he's smart and he finds things that people normally don't find. You know, he puts things together. He's super smart. People are going to say, oh, they didn't show enough of that. Or if you get a Batman that's all action,
hmm
like we've seen, but now they're gonna be like, well, Batman was just all fighting, it was all action. You don't
Right.
see like his brain, his smartness. So he has to find the balance between the two. And I
Yeah.
didn't see War of the Planet of the Apes. I'm gonna go see it this weekend,
Yeah.
so you know I wouldn't know what to think of it. But Mark, I know you saw it. Did you see it,
Yes.
Jeff?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
hmm Well,
If
what
you
did
want,
you,
give us
you
a quick
guys?
little-
You guys seen the other films, right? You seen the first
yeah.
one. He didn't do the first one. He did the second one. So
Yeah, he did the second one. He did Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he did
so
Dawn of
if
the
you
Planet of the
kind of liked what he did in that, I mean, you kind of get it's about them. So you get the story, and I think it was very well told, and I enjoyed it. And I'm not a big Planet of the Apes fan. I'm sorry, but I'm not. But I enjoy good films, and again another film I walked out. It's like, wow, that was a really good fucking film. So I got to ask you a question since you're a huge Batman fan. Now with the script flushed away, goodbye, and it's being recycled into a tin can. What villain or anything you want to see in this Batman film now? I mean, who do you really want to see? You know, Joker, we already got him established, but you know he's probably not going to be in this film, maybe a little bit. But what villain that strikes you that maybe it's like, shit, this guy deserves to be in the Batman film right now?
You know, a Batman film. You know, the problem with Batman that I'm having is that the TV shows are giving us the villains.
Yeah, Gotham.
You know,
Gotham's killing it too.
And Arrow, all the majority of the villains they come from Batman's universe.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's kind of tough too. Like they're giving us Solomon Grundy next season. Gotham is giving us Solomon Grundy. You know, and
Grundy mad.
yeah, so it's kind of hard to say. You know, they're using Ra's al Ghul like crazy. Normally, I would have said Ra's al Ghul. You know, probably again, or I think that we need to see another Riddler. To be honest, we need to see a better interpretation of the Riddler because he is a big villain, and the on-screen, the box office Riddler, Jim Carrey.
Too over the top.
That was a joke.
It was Pet Detective in a Riddler outfit. That's what I looked at it as.
That was a joke. And also, I think you need to put in, since we're all in the female thing, I think they need to, instead of doing a Gotham City Sirens movie, which is retarded,
they should get rid of that.
Introduce them in the Batman movie.
Right.
Like introduce Poison Ivy in the Batman movie. Have Catwoman as like a side character in the movie, and then branch them off into their own movie with Batgirl.
I was thinking of the same thing. I was thinking about instead of maybe the Batman film, because then you're going to get a little overcrowded. Maybe use them as for the Suicide Squad sequel, since you already established Harley Quinn in the Suicide Squad. So why not bring in Catwoman and whatever, and she joins them and whatever. I'm just speculating here. We don't know. We don't know what they're doing right now. So that's all. Yeah. But I like the idea of the Riddler. You called it. That's who I was thinking too. The Riddler is due, and if we get the Riddler now in the books, because he isn't like spinning around. He's got a big giant fucking pajama question mark outfit on and all this other stuff. Nah, he's got a hat. He's got style.
Yeah.
The guy on the Gotham show kills it.
Yeah,
If
he
we
kills
get
it.
that type, if we get that type of Riddler in a film, I'll be so fucking happy, man. I really
Yeah,
will.
superstar. You know, you don't always have to do like a main villain. You can always have him as a main villain. Then you can have a side villain. Like I
Yeah.
would like to see Man Bat. You know, because Man Bat
Ooh,
started back in the Bronze Age. You know, so
Mhm.
it's kind of it's not a new thing.
But you
Yeah,
know
Man
what?
Bat's pretty old, and he was in the animated series.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay. With this Batman movie. Well, with the Batman and this Batman now, Ben Affleck Batman,
Mm-hmm.
he's supposed to have been Batman for a couple of years now. He's supposed to be well established. So what
20
they need
years,
to do,
20 years to be
20
exact.
years?
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
you make the villains
So long as
already
villains-
there. Don't introduce them as new villains.
Right. Right.
Like, okay, like they do the Batman movie.
Mhm.
If Riddler's going to be the main villain, put something like the Icebergs Lounge with the Penguin. Put him like in a background or something. You know,
Right.
Yeah.
make him already established. That's what they need to do.
Right.
Well,
Definitely.
that universe is already, Reeves has to go by what's already done, what's already in continuity. So
Mhm.
he has to go by, okay, the Killing Joke already happened in this universe. Robin died already.
Robin blown up the Schmivermeans. Yes. Mm.
Yeah, so he can go the route of the Red Hood route. We can see that he can
True.
do that in the movie, so that he could be the villain. The Red Hood could be the villain in the movie.
That would be interesting.
That'd be awesome.
Didn't think about that. Yeah, that
People
would
say
be
that for the
awesome.
sequel. Just keep
Yeah,
it.
because it's not going to be Red Hood and the Outlaws. It's
No.
not. It's going to be Red Hood like he's the bad guy. So
That would be interesting. That would be
Yeah,
interesting.
that would
That's
be-
a
that would be
that's a
a
They go
very
with the
good
Red Hood, then you can introduce a lot of characters like Black Mask, Penguin, Iceberg
Yeah.
Lounge, or instead of doing like the supernatural super villain side, you could do like from the mafia side.
right.
And
Yeah,
then work
he
your
can
way
have,
up from
You
there.
get criminal
he can have-
crime lords,
all
stuff
the
like
crime
that.
lords. You can have
Grounded.
Falcone, Maruni, like all those guys. They weren't invented in the show. That's all Batman lore. They've been
Yeah.
using those criminals, those gangster type criminals for the longest in Batman. So I think that'll be great that they go that route, and they can go Red Hood. Red Hood could go after these guys and kill them instead of and they could do this a lot. They could do, man.
Yeah, and they can do that, and then Batman can
it's
use
like-
the detective work.
Yeah. The road has been paved for them already, so they shouldn't mess that up. you know.
Oh, I like I can't even pronounce this guy's name, but DC just needs to backdoor Kevin Feige for $20 million to help them get their universe in order. It's true, but honestly, he's backdooring Mickey Mouse right now because he's making a shitload of money for that little motherfucking rat. So he's a little bit busy right now. I don't think he's gonna fuck around with DC's
Let me
problems.
tell you,
right now.
I like Kevin Feige. I like what he's done with the MCU. I like how he's done the whole universe, and that's all great. And I'm a huge fan of all that. Huge fan. I geeked out. Avengers movie, the first one, all that. But what I don't like is that I think he puts in too much tech into the characters that don't need the tech now. You know what I'm saying? That goes into segue into Spider-Man: Homecoming. Great movie, awesome, best Peter Parker ever done. Awesome villain, really good. Everything was great. The only thing that I didn't like too much was, you don't need to see him through the perspective of AI like you would see Tony Stark and Iron Man. Like that to me, like that's stupid. That's not Spider-Man.
I know.
That's the only part. That's it. That's only if you could nitpick something. That's the only thing I'll nitpick.
Right.
And we're gonna get an older down the line. I was complaining about seeing another teenager again, which is fine. The movie's geared towards teenagers. It's marketed for kids. It's for kids. You understand? It's not marketed for me or for you. But down the line we'll get that. If they plan to stick to what they're gonna stick with and have them grow up. So that being said, I know Mark, we heard already what you have to say.
Yeah.
Have your piece on it, but I want to hear Jeff's piece because Jeff hasn't really had a chance to talk to
Mr.
it.
Spider-Man himself. Come on, Jeff. You're up.
Okay, all right. I love the movie.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I love the movie so much. I saw it in the theater twice. Okay, that's how much I love the movie. I agree with you. The whole tech suit thing was a way too much, and I agree with JLS. The whole Karen and the suit lady thing, that was a bit too much as well. But overall, I liked it. I enjoyed the movie, but I do have a little rant.
Oh
Okay.
shit! Look out, Jeff Johnson in a rant. Okay, you
All
have
right.
the Jeff Johnson minute. Go.
I do not like the fact that fans like us keep comparing Spider-Man with Wonder Woman. Stop it. Don't compare Spider-Man to Wonder Woman. Two totally different movies. Okay? Like, not the fact that one is Marvel, one is DC, but no, two different situations. I know people want to compare, like, oh, is this DC movie just as good as Marvel movie? No, don't. Spider-Man's his own movie, Wonder Woman is his own movie. If you want to compare Wonder Woman to a Marvel movie, compare it to Captain America, the First Avengers, because if you see it side by side, they go through the same thing. All right? It's like Captain America, he wanted to be a soldier. Wonder Woman, she wanted to be an Amazon, right? They both lost their best friend. She lost Steve, he lost Bucky. What else? There's so many
the whole war.
comparisons.
He was World War II. She's World War One.
Right.
There's so many comparisons, but people want to compare Wonder Woman with Spider-Man. Don't. Different movies.
Yeah,
Just be happy they were good films and they're in comic books, and we're gonna get more good films like this now. Hopefully, God, please.
So
I'm gonna have a Marky fucking 2 minute going off on Warner Brothers, and you don't want that. You don't want that.
And just in case some people in the chat, some people do know, the reason we're saying this is because there's been a lot of people talking about that this is better than Wonder Woman. So it kind of like gripes you a little bit, especially if you're a fan more of one than the other. I'm not a fan more of one of the other. I'm equal fans of both. A lot of people confuse. They'll call me a DC fanboy because now I've been reading and collecting mainly this DC this year. Last year I was heavy Marvel. My entire pull list was all Marvel, and I know just as much about Marvel as I do about DC. I think my knowledge is the same in both of them. So I don't consider myself. I consider myself a comic book fanboy. That's what I consider myself. Comic book fanboy, not really a DC fanboy or a Marvel fanboy, just a comic book fanboy. And that's why Jeff, I know he's saying that because it gets a little annoying when people say things like that or whatever.
It's a little silly if you ask me. I mean, I know we want to go for it, but the whole DC versus Marvel stuff, even though I yell at a certain amount, Joe and all that with Namor and Aquaman, it's all good and fun. But then there's some people that take it like a fucking religion. Like there's the House of Marvel and the House of DC. And if you cross one of them, you're on the fucking chat board shit list for the rest of your life. Dudes, ladies and gentlemen, they are comic book movies. Be thankful we are getting these movies because as comic book fans and readers of these great stories that we grew up and loved, we're seeing them. We're finally going to see them. Even though we're a little bit older, a little bit more wiser. Yeah. Well, maybe not a little bit more wiser, but we're a little bit older and we're getting them. So I'm happy. We all need these films to be good. And when they're shit, it hurts them because then you're going to get the big wigs who don't know shit about their franchises or the movies because all they care about is the dead presidents. Then they're going to start, well, maybe we should cut back on this shit here. It's not being profitable anymore. So kiss Marvel's ass and Disney and the Mickey rat and pray that Warner Brothers just keeps it going with the Bugs Bunny and all that shit. So we got to keep these things going, and we're going to get more good comic book movies. End of story. My rant. That was my rant.
Monk then says Spider-Man has bigger boobies.
And you know what? If you think about it, Marvel and DC are probably cheering each other on. I know Marvel was hoping that Wonder Woman movie would be a success because if Wonder Woman was a success, then Marvel go, oh, you know what? People want female heroes. We'll give them female heroes. We'll do Captain Marvel. If that's good, we do somebody else,
Right, correct.
And just to... I just want to read a couple of the comments on the chat. There's a lot of people there. Shout out to Beyond the Blast Doors. Who else? Carsonic Point. Sorry, bro.
That's the guy I said. I'm gonna butcher that name.
He says that the problem we are having now are the TV shows. The X-Men show looks like hot garbage on sidewalk in July. Who else is there? Oh, Manny jumped in the chat too. Shout out to Manny. Manny is cool. I know Daddy Duties is cool, man.
Manny, shout out to Manny.
But yeah, basically, I think getting to that point soon. I don't know, Mark, if you have it pulled up before you have it,
we can skim through it real quick because
before
you know,
I just want to show this book.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Let me tell you, I know I've seen it already, or whatever. You guys know, but this has been my favorite book so far.
Yes,
Like for 3 issues, is just I read it again twice, and it's freaking awesome. So if you guys have not read Darth Vader issue number 3, it's freaking awesome because it's just it's been out a week already, so I can spoil the shit out of it. You would think that Darth Vader, would just get this guy and just kill him quick, take his lightsaber, done deal. Hell no, he got his ass handed to him in this issue, and this guy is like crazy powerful. And I'm just looking forward to issue 4, man. It's just really good. If you guys are Star Wars fans, you will love this book. I love it. Awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so now is the time of the show that we look at what's coming out on Wednesday, new comic book day.
Yep,
I'm setting it up
right now. Okay, and here we are. Here we are, our famous non-profitable host and sponsor.
Just from the top.
Let's just go right to DC and everything. I know you don't want to hear any more Aquaman out of the mouth, but Dolphin is coming to the Rebirth universe. Hello, that is Dolphin. That is another character of the Aquaman universe and stuff like that. Actually, no, she's not new. She's actually she came out in the Silver Age. I forgot. She came out in Showcase. Yeah. I forgot the issue. I read her a little bit here. I'm not. I should know all this underwater stuff, but but as you can see here, it is that cover that I just sold is sold out online already. So I don't know what's going on with that.
It's a regular $2.99 cover. What about the other cover? The cover A.
Cover A. Yeah, and that one's not bad either. Yeah. So Aquaman's growing his hair again. Oh, he's becoming heavy metal Aquaman. I love it. All right, cool. But that's good. Oh, and we got to do this again for fucking printing. Jesus Christ, she hasn't said yes yet. We get it, but everybody seems to love and want this book, so we're getting the 4th printing coming out this week of Batman proposing to Catwoman. And then, speaking about the Riddler and all that, this cover right here is going to be a San Diego Comic-Con foil cover exclusive, and this is going to be the cover. And that cover just looks so damn cool. So Batman 27, it's continuing the war of jokes and riddles. E, have you been reading this?
Yes, I read issue 27, issue 26, which I have right here.
Ah.
Yeah, I do. So basically, that issue, I thought it was pretty good. I mean, it really shows they each have their own group of villains that are with each other. So it's setting up a war, basically. They're taking out the mob. They're taking out mob on one side, the other side. It's a really mob story, man. Like the way it's going down.
But you guys know the whole overall thing, right? With the whole between Batman proposing to Catwoman, the Joker and Riddle war.
Yeah, she's Batman's telling what they're like in bed or whatever. Or
it's like he proposed to her. Then they go
bang the shit out of her. He said, "I'm going to tell you a story."
Exactly.
What are you kidding me?
Let me tell you about the Joker and the Riddler.
Goddamn. The power of Batman's Batarang, I'm telling you. Jesus Christ. All right, so where are we? All right, so we got Batman. So everybody, your Batman fans out there. Batwoman.
What's the regular cover?
Regular cover? Nope, what is that? Another
variant?
No, that's actually a second printing of Batman 25 that they're doing.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
they're doing the first part of the Riddler Joker thing.
You know what it is? These books, they're selling out, so they're doing the printing because not everyone's getting them. People go to the shops and they're gone.
All right, so we got that. So let's get to the regular. That was the regular cover with the Riddler. This is the variant.
And
Okay.
tell you the truth, the regular look better.
I like the. I mean, this is a good cover too. But yeah.
And also, if you guys don't know,
Mhm.
the variant, the one with the Riddler on the cover, that's gonna be a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive for
Yeah, I just said that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Sorry, not paying attention. I was doing something else.
That's gonna be
My
no.
bad.
That's gonna be the foil. This is gonna be that foil, shiny shit. Only at San Diego Comic Con. So you know about those foil covers.
Get over there.
Yeah, you're gonna. I know all you motherfuckers. You're gonna get a whole bunch and flip them. You fucks.
But before you flip them, you know you could hook up the NY Warriors. You know,
Now they're gonna hook us up because we're from New York and they're gonna overcharge us. I know it. All right, let's continue on. So we got Batwoman, we got Cave Carson and his cybernetic. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, I'm gonna make a little bit a half a rant here. Look what they're doing now. They're doing the same thing with True Believers. Now they got Justice the Essentials, and they're reprinting the first issues of their Rebirth issues for $1. People, don't buy this shit because I don't want DC doing this shit anymore. They don't need to.
And you know what? And if DC does stupid stuff like what Marvel does, we're gonna get on them too. That's stupid shit. You can still get the real issues for cover price. Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing all the first issues. Like all of a sudden, it's hard to get. They're not hard to get. I see them around. You just got to look at the bins. They're there.
Silver Age reprint.
I'd rather have a Silver Age or a Golden Age reprint of the first appearances and shit like that, or a major story that they're trying to incorporate now with it. Like they did with the Dark Side Wars. They had a whole little trade paperback of when Darkseid came around, some of the New God stuff, and all this other things, you know. But this shit, they should just give these away. Honestly, they should just here's a free book. You shouldn't spend $1. Don't buy them. Don't buy them.
Yeah, it's nonsense.
All right, so we got a Green Arrow. Anybody reading the Green Arrow? No. Green Lanterns, I dabble here and there. It's been okay, you know, but it's cool. It's cool. We got a little fight going on here. So I haven't been reading. Like I said, I've been reading the Hal Jordan Green Lanterns, but this. I know Jeff is ready for this one. All right, so not this cover, but Harley Quinn. That's funny. That's fun. But this is going to be a 3-piece connecting cover.
No, not 3-piece, 2-piece.
Oh, it's a 2-piece. I thought it was 3 books.
No, it's 2 books.
It's 2 books. Okay.
And let's see if I could do this share screen.
Yeah, do the share screen and talk because so people can see it, so they're not locked.
All right, that's only one.
Oh, that's true. That's true, Trinity. I forgot real quick. I just want to go back real quick to
Okay.
When I say you can still get them covered, certain ones are more expensive right now. Like Flash one is the first appearance of the guy who became
Godspeed
and all that, yeah, and Titans also, yeah. So that's why they're doing it. So some of them make sense, not all.
All right.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go, Joe.
No, but that Harley Quinn by Frank Cho, the Frank Cho variant, is a 2-piece, and he posted it on Facebook. This is what the whole thing looks like when you put the 2 books together, and I think that is freaking awesome, man.
That is nice. That is
all right, and I believe the Harley Quinns are going to be in color, and everything else going to be in black and white. So that's the book. That's the book I'm going to be out to get.
You know, if Cho is smart, which we all know that he is, he should take those 2 parts and sell it as 11/17 prints at his show, because I'm sure people would love to buy that and have that signed by him, and maybe take it to a colorist and maybe color in some of the black and white stuff too. You know, so just saying, just speculating on that. But Cho's a smart man. He ain't stupid. He's going to be selling that print off like crazy because it is awesome. Yeah. All right. So the book that I like a lot, and this is always on my pull list because I love the game, and I haven't got to play Sub-Zero yet. He got released, so I'm getting to it. I've just been real busy. But Injustice 2, number 6, and we are getting Supergirl here. We're going to get a little bit more of her backstory. But the one thing I noticed, and I'm sorry if I'm going to be a male chauvinist pig, but I'm looking at this, and I know in the game she alternates with Power Girl, but God damn, what the hell is going on over here, man? You know,
are you complaining?
I'm the dude, man. I mean, even she's Power Girl in disguise, man, because that looks like Power Girl and not Supergirl, man. Her boobs are not that damn big.
Jalen said, look at the Justice League one.
Doug, look at the Justice League one. Okay, Justice. Oh, right. Oh, shit. Right. Justice League. We got the Hitch cover. Okay. Oh, they're getting fucked up. I haven't been reading. Again, another one I haven't been reading, And this is the variant. Okay. That's cool. I know which one he's talking about. I know which one's. I think it's the Trinity one. That's from Bill
Sinkovich.
Sinkevich. God damn.
Anyway, that's a nice cover too.
Yes, they're all cool. Nightwing. Anybody?
Yeah, pronounce it right, because Jared Osborne, he watches us after it's recorded, and he'll call you out if you pronounce it wrong.
Yes, he will give you 5 demerits.
He's not here now, but he watches afterwards. Oh yeah, he starts.
Super Sons. I haven't been reading the Super Sons ever since. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. It's a fun book. Superman. Again, I've been reading the Action Comics more than the Superman. But have you been reading that, Superman?
No, just Action Comics. I had dropped
regular.
I dropped regular Superman, but I want to jump back on again. I just I'm letting it go too much. But what I'm gonna do is I'm going to start getting back into some trade paperbacks like I used to.
Okay.
Just so I could catch up with the stuff that I missed. Mm-hmm. Because I stopped Superman after, I went a little bit after Doomsday.
Yeah.
A little bit after, and then I stopped it. But Action Comics, I stopped collecting physically Action Comics, but I started reading it online. So
me too.
I'm up to date with it.
Dude, it's a really good story. I like what they're doing with Action Comics. I mean, that's old school. That's what I liked. I liked all those villains just teaming up and going, fuck him. We're going after him.
Yeah, that is awesome. But look at the next cover, the variant of that. He's going all 4th of July.
Oh, there goes Trinity's coming up. Oh, that
right. Yeah, look at that. That's pretty.
Yeah.
I mean, last week
should have came out on 4th of July. Why didn't that come out on 4th? That would have been a good start.
Because they had the other one with him with the American flag.
With the American Eagle and the flag.
Yeah. Yeah, I got that issue too.
Yeah. All right, here it comes. Here it comes. Trinity. This is the regular cover. Okay, not bad, right? Oh, what the fuck? Oh, great. I'm going to get teased with Joe on this one. Look at Aquaman just laying like a dead fucking fish there. Anyway, but this is the cover, and it's already sold out online.
It's already sold out.
I think I'm going to get this too. Look at that. That's nice.
That's
amazing.
That is an
amazing cover. If they have that, because they're not going to have it in my house, yes.
I will grab it for you.
Yes, definitely.
All right.
That's a must. That is a must.
That is just, forget about story. That cover is just badass. And to get it signed by Bill, that would be
nice. I hope they leave it black and white. Don't color it.
Yeah, don't color it in. I hope not. But we'll see. But that's a hot cover right there.
Yep.
Essential.
Doom just pre-ordered 2 of those. So nice.
Lucky man. That's good, man.
All right.
Yeah, hell yeah. Those shits is nice, man.
All right, let's see. We got no.
Sorry, guys, I'm snacking over here, man.
It's okay. It's okay. We're just gonna zip through
early as hell.
Unless somebody's got.
Go to Marvel. Go see what's up with Marvel.
We're going right to Marvel.
Let's see what's coming up with
Marvel. Go down to Marvel. All your old school cats. There's a 30-page comic coming out.
All right. On to Marvel here. Okay, all new Guardians in the Galaxy. Anybody?
I was reading it. Let me tell you something. That was a good run when it started.
Okay.
That's all new. They rebooted already that fast?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man. The volume right before this.
Renew your vows.
They renewed their vows for the third time.
X-Men. Oh wait, they already did that.
Yeah. Now this, Jeff, somebody's America #5.
America Chavez. I'm not reading that.
All right. Why is this cover sold out?
It's okay.
It's the variant to that cover. It's variant #5.
I have no idea.
That makes no sense. I mean, it's the artist.
It might be.
I have no idea.
I don't know, man.
Don't get me wrong. It's a cool looking cover.
Yeah, no, it's nothing wrong. It's a cover. All right, we got Astonishing.
Somebody in the chat wanted to check out the Jim Lee variant. So
we're gonna. You know what? Let's just go to the Jim because that's the only thing I think people want to see. So let's just go to the Jim.
Yeah, scroll down because
wait a minute. Here's one we got to show. This is $100 fucking book. This is the Art Germ cover. Astonishing X-Men.
Yeah, Art Germ has been hitting
big
home runs with his covers.
Yeah. Well, let's go to the next one. Let's go to the cut and paste $1,000 book.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah.
That's the art isn't even worth $1,000.
That's
crazy.
See, wait a minute. Rant number fucking 3. What the fuck, Marvel? What the fuck? Look, I understand the mouse is getting greedy now. He's charging like almost $4 million to walk in this park and $50 to shit in this park. But Jesus fucking Christ, no one in their right mind has $1,000 fucking dollars to. Well, it's sold out. Okay, scratch that. Some fucking idiot just bought this and he thinks he's gonna retire on it in the next 10 years. Bullshit. You'll find this in the $5 fucking bin in 10 years. Mark this date right now. Marky316 says this will be in a $5 bin in 10 years.
And the Marky Minute is done.
And it's done.
I don't skip Terry Dodson like this.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Daredevil number 24.
There's a Terry Dodson. Now look at that. The Terry Dodson is $10. You know, they're just fucking trying to milk us for all these fucking cool covers, man. I'm telling you. Man.
Yeah, but you know what? You know that's not Marvel. You guys got to remember that Marvel's not putting the prices on these variants. That's the fucking stores, man. When they come up with a price, they come up. It's like
how many they have to order to get the book. That's the whole thing. No,
what my LCS told me is they come up with that number from thin air. They come up,
Great.
so they're the ones that are coming up with these prices.
Who the fuck is high enough to say, yeah, someone's gonna buy $1,000 for a modern book that don't mean shit?
And as long as people are paying $1,000 for a book like that, they're gonna keep doing it.
That's crazy. That's absolutely absurd. That's I don't know. I'm besides. All right, Daredevil. Wow, no Jim Lee cover with that. Okay. Has anybody been reading? I read the first one online. I think it's quite interesting what they're doing with this story, even though he already killed the universe.
Exactly. What's he doing?
Well, basically, he's being mind controlled. So you see one panel with him being a hero and everything and helping everybody, and then you see the other side of what he's actually doing. He's fucking killing them. So he's being controlled here. So
the story is good. The story is good.
I'm enjoying it so far. It is interesting, because he already killed the universe, and now they're showing him kill it again, but this is a different twist. So
I know, but it's funny. It's a good story, but what gripes me is just all the different titles that this guy has.
I know.
Hey, man, you can thank
Ryan. You can thank that film and Ryan Reynolds for this shit. They're gonna have Deadpool all day, all night, every day, every week.
And I'm pretty sure this is a good read because the other Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe was good. That was good.
That was good too. I personally like the Punisher kills the Marvel Universe. That if you want to read, try to find.
I read that one. It was good.
The first printings are a pain in that. Even the second printing's trying to find. But if you can easily get a trade paperback or something about that, or some kind of reprint, that is a very good story, and it's written by Garth Ennis. So I recommend that one tremendously. Okay. Doctor Strange is Jim Lee. Here we go. Oh, that's Mr. Sinister. Nice.
Yeah, that was a good card. I remember that.
Right.
You know what? I'm looking at these. Yeah, I have those cards too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I used to have them. Them. So let's see. Invincible Iron Man. Jim Lee. We're just going to go right to
the Colossus is dope.
Yeah, we're just gonna go right to the gym.
I'm not getting them, but
neither am I. I mean, they're cool and everything, but
I like the Colossus.
Oh, we got the Deadpool one because Deadpool was on Deadpool, and I'm not reading Spider-Man, and it has Wolverine on it.
All right. Yes. The Mighty Thor. We're just going right to the Jim Lee covers and just get to it.
Sentinel.
That's not bad.
Why would they put Sentinel on the door?
I have that. Yeah, that's a very good question.
The placement is random.
the X-Men books.
You already know that the placement is random.
Look at that. This is Miss
Lady
Marvel.
Death, yeah.
You got this on Miss Marvel. So
Lady Death Strike.
Ooh.
it's just what the fuck. I don't know.
Well, you know what it is? These are the Jim Lee X-Men cards. You got to remember that. So
I know.
It's
Yeah,
all
but
the X-Men
but-
characters.
Yeah, but I'm sure if they made freaking cards that go correspond with the comic that's coming out, you know. No, only certain. I mean, you got
This ain't Marvel card. These are not the Marvel superhero cards. These are the X-Men cards. They had their own.
The X-Men had their own cards.
Oh right, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I'm getting confused with the Masterworks and all that other shit.
No,
that they did.
this is the cards that they're using are the X-Men line of cards. They came after the Marvel Series 1 and 2 cards.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why everyone thinks that they're off theme. They're not they're off theme. They're using the X-Men. That's an X-Men whole run.
Okay.
Only.
Now, Mark,
Yes.
I was about to say, go to that
What
Peter Parker,
Peter Parker.
the Arthur Adams variant.
Okay.
I want that
You
cover
want that?
so bad.
Jeff Johnson wants that, and for $21.25, it could be yours right now, Jeff.
I want to read it.
You want to read it?
Not that I'm biased, you know.
$21.25.
Not
Yeah,
that I'm biased or
you
anything.
don't realize that. I'm reading the chat and I realize that they're using only the X-Men line of cards, not the Marvel cards.
Okay.
That's why they're all X-Men related characters only.
All right.
Oh, J. Rob is saying it'll be Squirrel Girl next month. I hope he's wrong.
Okay. Secret Empire Part 6 is coming out. I've been reading this and I'm digging it. But I'm just hoping.
What's the story up to so far? Give us a little insight on the story.
The little bit of the story is that they're trying to kill. Some people want to kill Captain America. Other people want to try to they think that he's brainwashed and all that. We really still don't know what the fuck is going on with Captain America and why he's doing this Hydra bullshit and whatever. So you got a little bit of infight. Like Black Widow wants to fucking kill Captain America. So
he's brainwashed. We know why he's doing this. Have you read?
Yeah, we do know why.
It was
the Red Skull went back and
said it. They haven't really confirmed it. They're only thinking like that's the only reason he got brainwashed. It could be from this episode and that. I got a feeling they're going to throw a fucking monkey wrench in it. I think they're going to throw something in it. But if it is brainwashing, fine. But I like Evil Cap. I'm sorry. I like the evilness of the good guys that turn into bad guys. I like that shit. So we got to see. So basically, they're all trying to form to try to stop Captain America so far. So I got to reread the last issue again because, they are very there's a lot of reading panels besides looking at the comic panel. So you got to take everything in on what this group of heroes is doing because they're all trapped. You got a whole bunch of heroes trapped outside of Earth because he put the protection dome or whatever. I forgot the name that they gave it, so they can't come back to Earth. So you got Captain Marvel and all of them outside fighting the Chitauri and all those fucking goons out there, and they're getting pummeled out there. And then you got everybody trapped in New York, so that's the Defenders and all that. And then you got everybody doing these little secret missions, and Falcon and everybody trying to figure out how to help Steve, or some people who say, I want to kill Steve. So there you go. So it looks like Thor's coming.
Oh, and what about the big spoiler?
The big spoiler?
Yeah. About a certain Green Goliath?
Oh, fuck that shit. That's right. Oh, that garbage. Oh, God. Yeah. Supposedly, well, fuck it. Ain't a spoiler because the next book's coming out. Supposedly, the Hulk didn't die. He's kind of like back. I don't know how they did it. I don't know. I guess they're going to explain. I don't know.
Yeah, because Cap manipulated those events of Civil War, so he really didn't die.
Fuck that. I want that motherfucker dead. I liked how he died. Hawkeye, in the fucking dead. Leave Hulk.
And then people thought that he was going to be the WMD. He's not the WMD. The weapon of mutant destruction. He has you know what? Big O posted. I think Big O. Yeah, he posted today on Facebook article. The WMD he has every single Weapon X power in him. His DNA is spliced from every single Weapon X ever made. So Lady Deathstrike, Deadpool, he has everybody in him.
Yeah, and that's why
And
Wolverine
Banner.
and the team is going after him.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yep.
I mean, it is what it. I mean, so far I'm digging it. I just hope that when we get to this end, wherever it's going to go, that I'm not let down like every other major Marvel story or storyline that they have done. So I'm just hoping they don't screw the end on this one like they've done so many times that just makes you want to go, fuck this shit. All right. All right, Darth Maul. Anybody be reading the Darth Maul? I just got the first issue and I was like, with it. I mean, it was okay, but, not like Darth Vader. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. So Darth Maul. Do we got any more?
Why do you care 2 years ago?
Let's see. Mutants of this is what we're talking about here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So they also sliced Gene from Amadeus Cho.
All right.
Yeah, there was a little spec saying that was gonna be Banner that they turned it without, but it's not. That has nothing to do with Banner.
Yeah, there's a lot of things going on in Secret Empire. See, I don't read the tie-ins because I said screw this. If either you tell me the story, what's going on in the main story. I don't need to be reading 10,000 friggin' books.
That's how they do it. You have to read the tie-in.
I know.
Otherwise you'll be lost.
Yeah, okay. So that's it with the.
What about Independence? Anything? Image.
In the Image, wow! All Archie comics sold out. What the hell? Something going? I haven't been keeping up, so I don't know if anything's happening in Archie land here. That's weird. The end has come for Riverdale's most. Someone's dying.
Jughead. Sorry. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know. I know. Well, they're all sold out, so I don't know.
That's all right. So we could already
But it's this Archie's dog that died.
I don't know, man.
You won't get it for nothing.
Oh, but you guys do know that DC and Archie are teaming up.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, yeah, with Harley Quinn and Betty and Veronica. So it'd be Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, and Betty and Veronica. Now, that
ought to be funny.
I've said, all right, all you political nuts here, look at this one. Wow, I'm just looking at this the first time. Oh, that's fucked up.
Oh
no!
Trump versus Time Link.
Oh no! I see the government suing Antarctic Press real soon. Oh man! Oh, you gotta love comics. All funny books, people. All funny books. Let's not take it into consideration with anything. Okay.
Yeah.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. We got our friend Undisputed Frost that's probably getting these. He likes his Power Rangers. All right, so we got a new Power Rangers book. And I think that's about. We got some zombie tramp stuff. We all know what that is, and everything. Okay, so we're just gonna skip that. It's a kid show. It's a kid show.
Yeah,
but I think we're yes.
It's already
we're done. Yep.
11:22.
And there is your comics for coming out the week and all that.
Woohoo! Yeah,
maybe
guys,
another one.
I want to thank everybody in the chat for joining us. We have again. I'm gonna give some final shout outs. Monks Den, Rag 718, JLS. Thanks for the support. That Pulika, Jason Smith, Doom 143. Tat was in here earlier. Tat's Comics was in. He was in here earlier. Iconic Point. Who else? I hope hopefully I didn't miss anybody, but shout out to you guys. So we're just gonna go real quick. Any final thoughts? We could get final thoughts and shout outs because it's only four of us.
Yeah.
So whoever wants to start,
Okay, fine. Fuck it. I beat you to it, Jeff.
Yes, you did.
All right. Like I said last night on TiVo's show and all that stuff, we lost a great horror pioneer. George Romero, if you don't know, passed away yesterday. Sad, but unfortunately this stuff happens. So do yourself a favor, go pick up a copy of Night of the Living Dead, sit down and watch it, because if it wasn't for this guy, you will not have Walking Dead and all the things zombies related. So rest in peace, George Romero. We miss you, and thank you for giving us this wonderful genre of horror. Thank you. So that's it. That's my shout out.
All right.
Jeez,
Jeff? Give your final thoughts and
I'm
shout
sorry. I'm sorry. Maybe I should have went last. I'm sorry, Jeff. Okay, let's get back in the funny mode. Okay, funny mode.
All
Go for it,
right.
Jeff.
No. I just wanted to give a shout out to Lord of the Long Blocks, TiVo, man. He hit 1,600 subs and all this stuff, and he having a killer contest so good. He made me doing videos. He got me making videos again. So shout out to TiVo, and that's it.
All right. Eli, what's up? You've been kind of quiet all night.
Alright.
Final thoughts and shout outs.
Yeah, all right. Shout out to everybody that watched tonight. Shout out to everybody that watched tonight. Yeah, I can't really think of nothing. Thanks for watching all the time. You guys are great.
Love it.
Great audience here. And yeah,
I'm a man of little words.
Yeah. Oh, and just
Yeah,
a side
short
note
words.
before you go eat, the reason why I didn't show Jungle Fantasy and Zombie Tramp, you all know why, you fucking perverted fucks. You can go to Midtown Comics and Google that shit yourself. You all know what those comics are. Okay, that's it.
My final thoughts and shout outs. I want to give a shout out to some of the other channels also. I want to give a shout out to Key Issue Comics, Chaz. He's been doing some raffles that we've been taking part of. They're like affordable raffles, basically. Nothing over $100. They're usually less. And there's one going on right now. There's a couple of good books there. So check out Key Issue Comics for that. His Facebook page. He has a small little group that he likes to keep small, Facebook, but they sell books amongst everyone. Amongst everybody that's on
raffles,
YouTube.
people. Good raffle.
Also, I want to give a shout out to Edwin. He had his raffle, not raffle. He had an auction yesterday on his channel through YouTube, and I think the auctions work better through YouTube chat than Facebook because there's less lag. They're really quick. When it comes to like when you're bidding, like he sees it really fast. So I think it works better on YouTube Live than Facebook Live. So shout out to him because I bought a nice set of Batman books from him. And I just want to tell everybody that when you're buying books, I know eBay is always a choice for us. We always go, but a lot of people have been getting screwed on eBay lately. I know Eli's been getting some stuff damaged and all that. So try to buy books from yourselves, from within the community. Because we always give each other the best prices, and that somebody in the community is not going to give you a shitty deal or a shitty wrap. They're not going to send the book out. Everything that I've bought from everyone in the community has been good, and that's where I've been spending money most of the time on books because we all collect different. So there's something that you got that I might want, and that way. So that was my final thoughts, real quick, and that's it, guys. Until next time, peace.
Later, everybody.